Welcome to today's lesson on the features of the eye and their functions, where we will explore the structure of the eye and how the eye adapts to different light conditions. In today's lesson, we will recognize the various features of the eye, such as the cornea, lens, retina, and iris, and how each part contributes to our ability to see. We will also learn how to label these features on a diagram of the eye. Additionally, we will examine the reflex response of the iris, which adjusts the size of the pupil in response to changes in light intensity. So far, you have learned about the nervous system and reflexes, which provide a foundation for understanding how the body reacts to various stimuli. This includes how reflex arcs work to produce quick, involuntary responses to protect the body. Today's lesson will explain how the eye's anatomical features and reflex responses enable it to function efficiently. Mastering these concepts will help us appreciate the complexity and elegance of our sensory systems. Let's get started. To understand how the eye helps us see, we need to explore its different parts and how each part contributes to vision. The sclera is the tough outer wall of the eye. It provides support and protection to the inner components of the eye. The cornea is the transparent, dome-shaped surface that covers the front of the eye. It plays a crucial role in focusing light onto the retina because it refracts or bends the incoming light. The iris is the colored part of the eye that surrounds the pupil. It contains muscles that adjust the size of the pupil, which is the black circular opening in the center of the iris. By contracting and relaxing, the iris controls how much light enters the eye through the pupil. The lens is a clear, flexible disc situated behind the pupil. It changes shape to focus light precisely onto the retina, ensuring we see a sharp image. The ability to change shape is controlled by the ciliary muscles and suspensory ligaments. The retina is a layer at the back of the eye that contains light-sensitive receptors called rods and cones. Rods detect light intensity, how bright or dark something is, and cones detect color. When light hits these receptors, they convert it into electrical signals. The optic nerve transmits visual information from the retina to the brain. The brain processes these signals into the images we see. To reinforce your understanding, it is useful to practice labeling the structures of the eye on a diagram. Ensure you can identify and label the following: the sclera, cornea, iris, pupil, lens, retina, optic nerve, and finally, the ciliary muscles and suspensory ligaments. The iris has a reflex mechanism to protect the eye from damage caused by very bright light and to optimize vision in dim lighting. This mechanism involves two sets of muscles, circular and radial muscles. In bright light receptors in the retina detect this bright light, and a reflex is triggered, causing the circular muscles to contract and the radial muscles to relax. This reduces the pupil size, limiting the amount of light entering the eye and protecting the retina. When the environment is dim, the light receptors detect this. A reflex is triggered, which causes the radial muscles to contract and the circular muscles to relax. This increases the size of the pupil, allowing more light to enter the eye, which helps us see better in low lighting conditions. Understanding these anatomical features and their functions is crucial for grasping how the eye works as a sophisticated organ for vision. This knowledge is fundamental as it highlights the intricate ways our bodies maintain homeostasis and respond to environmental changes through sensory organs. Let's work through a question to apply our understanding of the eye's structure and function. Describe how the iris adjusts the size of the pupil when moving from a dimly lit room to a brightly lit area. Pause here to have a go. Now, let's go through the answer. In a dimly lit room, the pupil is large, dilated, to allow more light into the eye for better vision. Upon entering a brightly lit area, the brain detects the increased light intensity via the retina. The circular muscles in the iris contract, and the radial muscles relax. This contraction causes the pupil to constrict, become smaller, reducing the amount of light entering the eye, thus protecting it from potential damage from excessive light. In today's lesson, we explored the structure and functions of the eye, focusing on how each part contributes to vision. We identified and labeled key eye components. The sclera provides protection, the cornea focuses light, the iris adjusts pupil size, The pupil controls light entry, the lens adjusts for clear vision, the retina converts light into signals, the optic nerve transmits these signals to the brain. We also discussed the pupillary reflex, where the iris contracts or relaxes in response to light intensity to protect the retina and maintain optimal vision. Understanding these concepts highlights the eye's complexity and its ability to adapt to changing light conditions, ensuring clear and protected vision.